happy new month to you, our dear listener. Welcome to the special edition of the program, The Platform, the pinnacle of all discussions. Whenever you get to hear this tune on Thursday, you should understand that it is the special edition of the program, The Platform. My name is Moses Ben. Ever since primaries were conducted across political parties in Nigeria, there were fallouts that have been driving candidates to one court from one state to the other in order to have a particular stand for the 2023 general election. Today we'll be concentrating on the judgment that came out from the court that had its sitting in Owerri yesterday. Talking about the Court of Appeal sitting in Owerri. Let's go straight to the issue. The Court of Appeal sitting in Owerri yesterday, Imo State sacked Emeka Atuma as the candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC for Abia Central Senatorial race. The court maintained that Sam Onigbo was the elected candidate of the APC, having participated in the party's primaries and also purchased the party's nomination and expression of interest forms. The court sets aside the judgment of the Federal High Court Umuahia, presided over by Justice Evelyn Anyadike, which declared Atuma winner of the primary election of the APC in Abia Central. Onigbo had insisted that Atuma did not take part in the primary election that produced him as a winner. So the trial judge said that APC held Abia Central Senatorial primary on the 28th and 29th of May 2022, which did not produce any result. To look at this particular development, so far so good with the All Progressives Congress in Abia State, we'll be speaking with the Director of Operations, Grace Movement for Honorable Emeka Atuma, here with us in the studio. Of course, in the course of the program also, the person of Emeka Atuma will be joining us to give us his own position on this particular development. Joining me this morning to go through this particular issue is Honorable Chidi Nwosu. You're welcome to the platform.
Thank you, moderator. Thank you, listeners.
All right. One would say a number of things have been happening in the All Progressives Congress. Let's begin this way, Honorable Nwosu. How did you receive the judgment?
As the Director of Operations, and in fact the entire Grace Movement family received the judgment with a rude shock. Nobody had anticipated that such a judgment would have come at the moment and at the level of the appeal that sat at Owerri. However, as a legal torso, we are on and reviewing the judgment, and we'll take appropriate steps as we progress.
All right. There's been positions that your candidate, talking about Honorable Emeka Atuma, did not participate in the primary. What about this position, Honorable Nwosu?
The Electoral Act is clear, and the party constitution, the APC constitution, is clear on who a candidate should be to run election on the platform of the APC. It's like a father and a mother not knowing who their children are. That's just the instance. It is only the political party that can vividly say, this is this person, this other person participated in a primary. Because before you participate in any primary, you must undergo certain steps. The first step is that you must be a member of the party. The second one is that you must purchase expression of interest form. The third is that you must purchase nomination form. The fourth is that you must be screened by the party. And whatever position the party takes based on the screening, your name will be published and will be assigned to a committee that will come to conduct what we call Congress or primaries. And at that point, if your name is not on the list, you're not an aspirant, and you will not participate.
So you're saying that the party has not taken position yet, because we have the Electoral Act that also determines who qualifies to stand for a particular position, Honorable Nwosu.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that as long as the party screened aspirants and issues a list to a group nominated, a committee nominated by the party to go and conduct primaries or congress, whosoever name that is on that list is an aspirant and ought to have qualified all through the processes.
All right, interesting. All right, joining us virtually also this morning is Honorable Emeka Atuma. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the program, The Platform. Hello, good morning, sir. Hello, sir, are you there with us? Hello, good morning, sir. All right, we'll get back to... hello, Honorable Emeka Atuma. Hello? All right, we'll bring you back as the program progresses this morning. All right, coming back to you, Honorable Chidi, saying that the party has not taken, or the party has right to say that this is the person that we are fielding for this particular position. One would be questioning the position of the Electoral Act, because it is another position of concern at this point in time. But if you insist, we'll see what happens as the program progresses this morning. Because if at all the party has taken position, why would we be having all this issue at a court?
Well, I give you an instance of a family, a father and a mother, whose right it lies on them, the onus lies on them to identify who their child or children are. And that is what a political party is. The political party is a parental family, and they know who their members and who qualifies to take what, and that is what has happened in this instance.
All right, thank you very much. As we are trying to bring back Honorable Emeka Atuma to look at this particular issue, at this point in time, very critical. We should understand that, Honorable Wosu, the crisis seems to be overwhelming the party. What are the chances of the party at this point, as a strong party member that you are, ensuring that victory becomes theirs come 2023 general election?
When you critically look at all the political parties, the leading political parties in the state and in Nigeria, you agree with me that there is none
connection is not
that is crisis free. All have crisis.
Hello?
But that of the APC is not even the worst off, because there is no governor of the APC that has risen against the party, standing on his own or in his own, to claim one thing or the other.
All right, we'll come back to you. We just have Honorable Emeka, who has just joined us this morning virtually. Honorable Emeka Atuma, good morning and welcome to the platform.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and thank you so much.
All right, there was a development coming from the angle of the court that sacked you as the APC senatorial candidate for Abia Central. How did you receive this particular judgment? Let's start from that particular angle.
Thank you so much. First, I take exception by your words. In fact, it's rather derogatory. But however,
that was from the court. That was from the court.
No. I said that a report from the court that sacked me. You would have used a better word. But however, I take it the way you have said it. It's negative to me in terms of English interpretation. However, the court reached a verdict yesterday, and the primary assignment of the court is to reach a judgment, whether it's good or bad. And they have reached a verdict yesterday. It's a court of competent jurisdiction. And then we'll look at the judgment. We're studying it, and we will also speak in line to that judgment in a few days to come. However, I would also like to use this medium of your having me. If you can give me the opportunity to speak to Abians, particularly those of Abia Central and of APC extraction, my teaming supporters, for them to remain calm, be law-abiding, and then knowing full well that we haven't come to the end. It's a legal process. First level, second level. There's yet a final level, which is the Policy Court of Federal Republic of Nigeria. We are looking into that.
Thank you very much. As you have already cleared this particular area of it, remember that the argument is that you did not participate in the primary. That has been the strong argument here. What do you make of this, Honorable Emeka?
Number two, sir, I take exception. I think you are being misguided by your questions, because the determination of the court is not based whether I participated or I didn't participate. I believe that journalism will be nice if investigations are done well. Argument as in the court is who won within Emeka Atuma and Onigbo, who won the primary, not participation. Because in terms of participation, the court evaluated the process. Listening to your guest, I heard when he was laying out the processes of having been seen to participated in a process that throws up a candidate. And the party is a member, is a party to this suit. So, and the party answered the questions because they are the custodian of the processes. They are the owners of the processes. So that is not in question. The question of determination is that one asserted that he won. Then a court assumed a process of retrial and then shifted the burden of proof to us to prove whether the person won or not. And then we did not dispense the proof that he won. That means he won. And I want you to follow the of these matters the way they went. So the question in court is not whether I contested this or I contested that, I participated this. No, that's not what is in the court. The question for determination by the person that actually approached the court was between himself and Emeka Atuma, who won the primary of APC's Abia Central Senatorial Seat. That's the question for determination.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Atuma, this morning. Let's move forward. So what's the next step at this point?
Yeah, thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate it. The issue is that, like I said, we all belong to one party. We all are seeking to represent a people through a particular platform, and this legal tussle was actually created by my opponent, and the first trial of court have evaluated the evidences and then reached a verdict. The second trial courts have also done the same, by doing their own and reaching their own decision. But it's not over, simply because it is the duty of the party to forward the name of candidates to INEC. And for a party to change the name they had already forwarded to INEC, will take the matter up to the way to the final court. And the final court is the Supreme Court. By the time we get to the Supreme Court and we decide, the Supreme Court will look at it, evaluate the two judgments, and us give validity to the one that is to be valid. So that is when we will now say that this person has taken off or this person has not taken off. But at the moment, the party also is also appealing the judgment, because the party is afar with the judgment. So party also, which is APC or Progressive Congress, is appealing the judgment of yesterday. And I will also appeal the judgment of yesterday to the Supreme Court. So we meet at the Supreme Court and look at all the matters and all the documentary evidences as adduced by the both parties. And it will be assessed, and the judgment will be reached. You see, something about adjudication is that it's not done on the media space. These things are played out in the courtroom. So they are going to evaluate every single thing that happened, and they will reach a decision. That is where we stand now. That's the way forward, my brother.
At this point, you're telling Abians that your party has taken position to take this particular issue to the Supreme Court.
My party is not telling Abians. My party have already appealed the judgment. I'm the candidate of the party. I am the one that is the candidate of the party. I didn't go to court. My opponent went to court to challenge my candidature. So that is the thing. My opponent went to court to challenge me at the trial court. My candidacy was affirmed. He went on appeal. So the appeal have reached a verdict yesterday. The party is not also advanced with the judgment of yesterday. The party itself, not even me. So the party is appealing the party to the suit. So if the party is appealing, means that they did not reach a verdict that is satisfactory with the party.
So how long do you think it will take to get this particular case settled, looking at the 2023 general election around the corner?
It's not a problem. The entire thing will be, we've been in court since July. We've been in court since July. So it doesn't stop any activity. All our activities will continue to move on. We will not be dissuaded by any kind of distraction. So we will continue to preach to Abians, to their heart. They know whom they want. They know they've been doing assessments. They've actually been looking at people's scorecards. Because 2022 election will be different. It's not going to be like a jamboree. It's going to be a proper selection of somebody with an impeccable character, whom they have seen, has done anything, whom they can rely upon. So it's not a problem. I look at this as an internal crisis of my party, but it will not in any way make my party not stand on a better ground of winning elections in Abia State. Why the court? Why the lawyers will be busy in court? We politicians will be busy in the field, actually doing what we should do to get our people educated on the right place to vote. So the struggle continues, and while that happens, we are still will be moving all our programs. We're still going to be talking to people, maintaining our engagements. It doesn't change anything. The most important thing, up until decision is reached by the final court, which is the Supreme Court, maybe in the next couple of weeks it will come. It doesn't take the court so much time to do. It might even be shocked that this movement we may have reached this before Christmas. It's not a problem. It's a policy court. They will evaluate everything, matching it with law. Then the judgment will be reached.
All right, you just said that it is your party internal issues. Of course, we respect your position. Then looking at it from another angle, you're not just the only person going through this particular issue. Other of your colleagues also, their matters are in court. Let's come back home, Honorable Emeka Atuma. What are the chances of your party, the APC in Abia State, to take key positions looking at the 2023 general election with the crisis, with what has been happening in your party?
Anyway, what I'm saying is it's not really peculiar to the APC. Maybe APC crisis is more hyped than any other. You know that there are also crises in other parties, crisis of those that went to also court because of their special congresses, because of delegate list. All of those are happening within the PDP, and they are still moving on. The issue is that whenever 2 or 3 are gathered in a human affair, sometimes there must be an influence of things becoming highly belligerent, because every person is working according to interest. When your interest is not actually captured, you raise a red flag. However, that will not stop my party. I look at 2023, like I said earlier, as a foundational election where power have returned to the sovereign. The sovereign, which is the people. The sovereign will decide. Why the lawyers are busy moving from one courtroom to the other. We will be busy educating our electorates, because they've already started choosing those they may wish to vote. So we will keep educating them, and also promote our party and our party's manifesto to them. All these things. That's why the need of earlier nomination is okay, so that we can go through all these legal talks. In the past, the primaries are done by December. Maybe by now, the elections are done in March. You realize that there will still be pending pre-election matters in court, and elections will come. And after which you see somebody is sworn in, that then the person is being removed because of a pre-election matter. So it's better that these things are done. That's why the earlier nomination. There are timelines, and we are within the timeline. We are still within. We are now on the timeline of Supreme Court, according to the timeline. We are now every person is now on the timeline of Supreme Court. If you calculate it on the day of his teaching a suit. So we are at that time, and by the first week in January, at most, Supreme Court would have reached decisions. And 25th of February is still quite far from the first week in January. Elections will still be done and won. So I don't see any of these things distracting a serious candidate who is actually standing to win election, unless the person is an irritant, who is not planning to win, who is just trying to cause confusion. But a serious candidate will still win elections convincingly, even well and above any other person, even if the matter is at the Supreme Court now.
All right, Honorable Emeka Atuma, we're going a very short break. When we return, we'll continue with you. Dear listener, it's been the program, the platform, the pinnacle of all discussions. Of course, from the fallout of the judgment in Owerri Court yesterday, taking position on Honorable Emeka Atuma. That's been the issue we've been looking at on the program this morning. Still in the studio, we have Honorable Chidi Nwosu. We'll return shortly after this break. Please stay with us.
Of unmatched potential, secure and progressive area that we can call our home.
That is our slogan. I feel elated, I feel happy. This is a challenge unto me to make sure that Abia comes alive again.
New Abia deserves a reward with the vision and Professor Gregory Ibe. Tune in to New Abia, a media program that keeps you abreast of the activities of Abia governorship candidates in Abia State. Professor Gregory Ibe on Flow 94.9 FM on Friday by 11 a.m.
I, Muhammad Buhari, do solemnly swear that I will be
After the elections comes real governance, the task of delivering on the social contract with the people. It's a niche degree for the victors. Managing the success comes with baggage.
In a state like my state, for instance, when they say I can't make fourth term, the same was supporting a senator to be fourth term, was supporting.
And the losers. Another 4 years on the sideline could be unbelievable. However, the constant factor is the people. The platform on Flow 94.9 FM serves you top discussion and exclusive interviews from the news on politics, economy, social issues, business, and many more. The platform. Exclusive on Flow 94.9 FM. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 a.m. The platform, the pinnacle of all discussions.
Listener, you're welcome back to the program, the platform, the pinnacle of all discussions. Of course, it is the special edition of the program today, being Thursday, 1st December 2022. We have been speaking with Honorable Emeka Atuma based on the judgment that was carried out yesterday. We still have in the studio the Director of Operations, Grace Movement for Honorable Emeka Atuma, Honorable Chidi Nwosu. Thank you for still staying with us.
Thank you.
All right, let us move a little further from where we are at the moment. Honorable Emeka Atuma, before I get back to you, let me bring in Director of Operations of your movement at this point. Honorable Nwosu, you can tell us that the national of your party, they've not taken position on what's been happening at the state level. What is the position of the national body of your party on what's been happening in Abia State?
The national party, that is the leadership of our party at the national level, led by our ebullient former governor of Nasarawa State and Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is very conscious of the situation in Abia and has also intervened at one or 2 points by calling the leaders of the party to go and ensure that they work together. The way it is today, of course, there must be deviance even in a family. No matter the advice the father gives, the child who wants to play his own part the way he wants will also do same. But my happiness is that majority of party faithfuls in the APC in Abia are on one basket, and we are desirous of capturing the 2023 governorship, senatorial, National Federal House of Assembly elections in Abia. We're doing our thing the way we do. Any other thing you're seeing is a mere distraction, and it's not deterring us from our positive pursuits.
All right, we still have Honorable Emeka on the line. Honorable Emeka Atuma, the position of the things happening in the All Progressives Congress, Abia State, it's as if everybody has taken his or her decision to deal with the issue at the court of law. Now, let us talk about the possibility of reconciliation ahead of the 2023 general election.
Okay, you see, reconciliation is of the mind. You know, when you talk about reconciliation, it has to take someone that is very genuine at heart, who believes in the party principle, who believes in a collaboration relationship with other people. You can't possibly reconcile with persons that actually have their own private agendas and then hitting on the party, believing that they will either shred the party, it's either them or the party will not stand. You see, life is about give and take. The group of us that are like what Honorable Chidiwosu did say there, that all the APC faithful and members are in one basket. If you go by what has happened, if you go through the trajectory of the events that occurred, that took place in this party in the last 1.5 years, you will understand that all of us came from different standpoints to ensure that APC will stand. But for those who believe that it is not of their own interest, that they are not taking all, are still creating, within the courtrooms, issues that will seem as if the party have not moved on. But I can authoritatively tell you that we don't have two parties in Abia State. We have one party that is led by Kingsley Ononobo. He is the state chairman. The party is still here. That is linking up with the national led by Adamu Abdullahi. So we have one line of party. So what the assessment of the Abia public now is that where the issues are being created, those that are creating this problem, are they part of this same line of party? Are they working in tandem with the structures of this party from top to bottom? If the answer is yes, then we will now see that we have a problem in APC. But if the answer is not in affirmative, that means, like I said earlier, if you permit me my language, we are simply being distracted by some measure of irritants that we will also want to accommodate. Should they want to do so, the party will accommodate them. We are part of APC. There is no problem in APC, no single one. The courtrooms is to determine for the party, and those that want to determine for the party, that they are the ones that conducted primary, not the party itself. So these are two different things. So we will look at it. Courtrooms are taking care of that. Then we'll face Abians, and speak to Abians, tell our programs to Abians, and APC will also come out strong. I so believe.
All right, thank you very much. Let's come back home to Abia State. We understand clearly that last time you took time to visit the local government APC leaders of the party. So what next now? And the acceptability of your candidacy by the grassroots of your party, being the All Progressives Congress.
Yeah, thank you very much. The issue is that it's not usually good for one to beat his own drums. Investigations are there. Emeka Atuma is on the public space, and we've developed a mantra for 2023, and that mantra is Operation Show Your Score Count. That is what the people are looking at for now. Those that have been trusted things in the past, how much they were able to deliver. That for you to rise to say you're going to represent them in any capacity. So you have to do your assessment. I really love investigative journalism. I would like, when next I come on into your program, you tell me, Honorable Atuma, you were able to gather the information that this happened, when and when did you do this, how did this happen, then I will answer properly. But if I begin to drum my own, people will now say that I'm simply speaking the way I'm speaking because I'm speaking for myself. I believe for proper assessment of electing other leaders for the next generation. Our democracy is no longer nascent. It's going to be 23 years, 24 years by next year. And then that said, means that people have represented us in various capacities who are also seeking to represent us again, whether it be a minister, whether it be a local government chairman, whether it be a House of Representative member, whether it be a councillor. Any person that wants to stand for an election for 2023 where power has been returned to the sovereign should be able to tell the people what he was able to achieve during the period that he represented them, how he was able to touch life and then bring about infrastructural development in our locality. Without that, if we don't hold our reps accountable of showing effective representation at all times, accountable to people, and showing the pattern of their representation beyond lawmaking, there are other things that goes with representation. Beyond lawmaking, because a lot of people will hide under that they are making law. That is not the primary assignment of the representatives. The primary assignment of the representatives is to secure, maintain for his people Section 88 of the Constitution, which is the power of appropriation, telling your people how much you were able to get from any government that would improve their lives. That is going to be what 2023 is going to be. People will have to be assessed. And in answering the question, I want to humbly and loyally say that I want to submit myself to actually be assessed with others. Beyond rhetorics, let us be able to see what we have done in practical terms.
All right, thank you very much. With this particular development so far that concerns you in your political party, what do you have to tell your supporters? What do you have to tell the people that have been following you?
Thank you so much. I'd like to thank you for giving me this opportunity. My good people of Abia Central, like they are, and my followers. My statement to you, according to the development of yesterday, take away from the development of yesterday, is because we are law-abiding people. For you to remain calm, the Court of Appeal, with the Court of Competent Jurisdiction, have pronounced a judgment. It's not a problem. We are looking at the judgment. It doesn't stop us from our programs. I'm still the candidate of APC. That has not changed. So, and it will only change by the time we test the full judgment at the Supreme Court. The one that comes out victorious, any person is that can now stretch out his hand and shake the other and congratulate him that it has been a sports-like battle. So we will continue with our programs. We'll continue with our campaign. We're moving on our work tours. We're not stopping. We will keep our flag up, while we are educating the people on the proper person to vote. And that's what I have for you people, and I believe that we're going to go through that. It's a phase, it's a phase. So, and we are not going to stop any person from exercising his or her constitutional right. What we are doing now is exercising our constitutional rights from the different level of courts. So we will look at it, but one thing is that the judgment from Court of Appeal is not dependent upon whether I contested senatorial primary or not. That is not what it is. That's not the question posed. It depended upon who emerged as a senatorial candidate, because both of us who emerged. That is it. Thank you.
All right, still hang on, because we have to bring in our listener at this point for them to call in and then they have their own position on this particular issue. Have you got questions to put across to Honorable Emeka Atuma? Of course, the phone lines will be open right now for you to call in and make your own position known. 0808-182-6949, 08116052949. Let us start to listen to your own position. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Hello, good morning, Moses.
You're welcome. Your name and location, please.
Good morning, Honorable Chief. Good morning from... Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel Chilansa. I'm calling you from Umuahia, Uniquano. What I want to say is this. Honorable Emeka Atuma, you have our support and you have God's support. I want to tell you that no matter the case, no matter anywhere anybody takes you, you must surely represent the good people of Abia Central in the Senate. And the work you did when you were in the House of Representatives, you will finish them soon in the Senate. God is your support. We are supporting you.
Thank you.
You have our vote.
Thank you.
No matter the party, no matter the circumstance.
All right,
you must surely win.
Thank you. Let's speak with the next person on the line. Hello, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, you're welcome.
Good morning, the person in the studio there.
Good morning.
I am Chief Uncle, calling from Umuahia. It's unfortunate that the APC is always in court. Why can't you get your house in order and liberate us from the shackles of bad governance? What is happening? It is too bad, though. One cannot let another one go. It must be neat. It must be neat. It must be neat. Why must it be like that? I don't know what I'm going.
Thank you very much indeed. All right, let's get the thoughts of the next caller. 0808-182-6949 or 0811-605-2949. Hello, good morning and welcome to the program.
Hello, Mr. Moses. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Your name and location, please.
Honorable good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Agota Chinetrem. I'm calling from Ijite. Ude Ofeme. Oh, why not? See, let me say this. What APC needs in Abia? I'm an APC member. It's somebody who believes that APC will talk about Abia and APC will do the needful in Abia. I know Noboni very, very well. Yes, he cannot win the Senate. Yes, as an APC member, as a grassroots, Noboni the 2 times he went to House of Rep, my brother. I know how he went there. He cannot win. It was just, written, but we are writing results.
All right, we lost that particular call. Please do well to redial the number. Let us have your submission. 0808-182-6949 or 0811-605-2949. Hello, good morning and welcome to the program.
Hello, good morning. Chima is calling from Umuahia. Can you hear me clearly there?
All right, good, Chima. Please go ahead.
You see, you cannot build something on nothing. And impunity cannot take anybody anywhere. I am a member of the APC. You see, my brother, remember what happened in Anambra State. It is something that is playing out. The Supreme Court says this clear in Anambra when APC was conducting their own primary. The matter went up to the Supreme Court. If APC had won that election in Anambra, you know that APC would have lost everything to the other people. You see, Emeka Atuma did not participate in our primary in Abia South. It's just because of impunity. Impunity that has just taken over in my party APC. How can you do something on nothing? You did not participate. You see, this judgment is going to even accept our gubernatorial candidate. Let me tell you, my party directed that our party should go and do what the direct primary. And some people wanted to maybe get it through the other corner. It cannot work now. It's not the party.
All right,
the party can submit, but there is processes.
All right,
you
Chima.
can't just submit somebody. Otherwise, you would have seen crisis everywhere.
All right, Chima, you made
in other parties.
You made your
people
point.
don't come from nowhere, then their party will submit their names.
Right.
The electoral law, the new electoral law is clear.
All right, thank you very much, Chima. Let's give the time also to the next person to contribute on the program. Thank you for your contribution. Hello, good morning and welcome. All right, we lost that particular call. Keep the calls coming on 0808-182-6949, 0811-605-2949. Let us have your own submission on this particular issue this morning. Hello, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Bed.
You're welcome. Your name and location, please. Go straight to the issue.
I'm calling from Umuahia. Good morning to your guests in the house.
Thank you. Good morning.
I laugh at the laugh. The other man asks yourself, I love me at the laugh. You can never succeed in defeating people all these ways, all these words. Most times, come and have a better way of people. I don't believe that APC people should be washing their dirty linen outside. They are the ones that have put this country in this total mess today. Look at the state of the nation today. Is it not telling everybody that paying a liter of kerosene up to 1,000 something naira? A liter that you made at rate of 15 naira. How would you have this better in Abia State in Nigeria?
I pray that they continue to have more problems among them.
Stick to the issue. Stick to the issue and do not abuse our guest, please, sir. Take note of that. Let us still speak with you this morning. 0808-182-6949. Hello, good morning and welcome. Your name and location.
Hello, Mr. Moses. My name is Agota. I call back. Hello.
All right, we've spoken with you already. Let's go straight to our Facebook page. Good morning, gentlemen in the studio. The decision of the court to reaffirm Sam Onigbo as Abia Central Senatorial District over Emeka Atuma should be allowed to stand because two captains can't steer the same ship at the same time. The interest of the people should be well represented. Enough of division and confusion. That was from Ezekiel Elvis this morning. Thank you very much. Let us bring in also Honorable Emeka Atuma at this point. Honorable, you've heard from our callers this morning. What's your position? And then react to what they have said quickly, please.
Thank you so much. My sincere appreciation. I will start from number one. The man that postulated about primary and being in primary and not being in primary. That actually showed how little informative that he is. I think he lacks a lot of information. He's just speaking from a level of speculation. If he knows how the party functions, what he should have been asking is the primary committee, what happened on the primary process. And then for him to blanketly declare that I did not participate in the primary of a party, whereas the party is saying that I participated and I'm their candidate. That becomes his word again. And I don't think that man is actually an APC member, because if he is, he should have known that much. Number two, the man that spoke about direct primary, that his party directed him to conduct direct primary, is also living on the same falsehood. Because at no time did my party conduct direct primary. My opponents came to court with a result, registered 157 persons. Are we saying that result actually came from the 62 wards of Abia Central? He did not present any result that came from the 62 wards of Abia Central. Direct primary means that there will be results generated from the wards, and they will be collected in local government and returned to a center. According to Electoral Act, him that is quoting Electoral Act should go and read Section 84 of Electoral Act, the procedure of conducting a direct primary. Did that ever happen? Is there any checklist of direct primary? The answer is no. These are all lies that have been told for a long time, and they're beginning to seem to be true to people and even to media houses. This question should always be posed. The first question: what kind of pattern of primary did you conduct? What pattern of primary did you emerge from? And when the person says it's direct, he said, okay. So that means there were elections, there were voting in 62 wards of Abia Central. So if should that have been voting in the 62 wards, would it have emerged with 157 votes? Is that the number of people in one ward, or is that the number of people in 62 wards? So that is where you now begin to understand the perfidy that I'm talking about. So I know that the person that raised it must be listening to me. And you must also know that if you are a party person, you will also know that party expressly said that what they conducted in Abia is an indirect primary. And yesterday, the same court that declared on Igbo that he is a winner also gave another judgment that upheld that Abia State conducted an indirect primary. The same court. So that I don't want to query the judiciary. I accept all things. It will be decided. So one flank of the same justices said that it was a direct primary. The other flank, in another judgment of another court case, said that it's direct that you uphold it with 167 votes. So it doesn't make sense to us. We can't give different judgments. I think these things would have to be decided. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Emeka Atuma. Before we leave you, finally, let us turn the microphone to the Director of Operations, Grace Movement, for Honorable Emeka Atuma. Honorable Wosu, with the development, what do you have to say concerning your principle before we round off the program?
Well, my principle, Honorable Emeka Atuma, is solid, sound in mind, and is resolute in running for the Senate as a candidate of our great party. And we are sure that his he will win the election, because the masses are following, are running around, campaigning for him. The party is with him. Everybody in Abia Central wants Emeka Atuma to go to Senate, and nothing will stop him from going to Senate as long as the Supreme Court is there, and we're proceeding to the Supreme Court.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Nwosu, this morning. Dear listener, we have been speaking with the Director of Operations, Grace Movement for Honorable Emeka Atuma, Honorable Chidi Nwosu, on the development that emerged from the law court yesterday in Owerri that sacked Emeka Atuma. Well, they've cleared the issue. Let's hope that things turn out well for them in the All Progressives Congress. I want to say a very big thank you to Honorable Emeka Atuma for your time. Thank you, sir, for your time this morning on the program. All right, thank you also, Honorable Chidi Nwosu, for coming to the program.
Thank you, moderator.
All right, dear listener, tune in again tomorrow at 10 for another edition of the program, The Platform. My name is Moses Ben. Keep it locked here as we keep thrilling you with our programs. Good morning.